Welcome 8th grade parents and families. We're really excited to begin this year and for you to meet all the teachers your children will be working with this year. We're not going to have time for questions tonight, but we will be recording this webinar and each teacher will be giving you their contact information. At the end of this presentation, we will be asking you to accept Class Dojo if you have not already, as this is an extremely useful communication tool for you and for our teachers. One of the things that I appreciate most about our IAL family is the relationships between parents and teachers. There's an understanding that together we're going to be able to bring out the best in your children. This partnership is even more important during remote learning. In all of my years of education, and there have been many, I've never witnessed anything like this. Maybe there was a disruption because of a hurricane or electricity failure in a snowstorm, but nothing like this disruption. Our partnership and communication is the bedrock of getting through this stronger. I'm so thankful for this opportunity to work with you, as I know the whole staff is. And I know this 8th grade year is something that your children have been looking forward to, and we are committed to making it special, even in these difficult times. So thank you for being with us today. I'd like to introduce Ms. Nancy Betances, who is doing the translation in Spanish. She is in her 11th year at Inwood Academy. She was here from the very beginning, and she is the heart and soul of the school. So Nancy does everything from finding Band-Aids to translation to just making the school run in a more fun and special way. So Nancy's translating, and we really appreciate the work that she does.
Good evening, parents and families. My name is Stephen Brady. I am the Assistant Principal of Humanities, and it's great to see you all again virtually. I oversee the ELA, or the English Language Arts and Social Studies curriculum. So if you have any questions regarding English classes or social studies classes or the information being taught to your children, you can absolutely reach out to me, and my contact information is on the screen. This is my 8th year at IAL. I started out as a teacher here. I'm in my 4th year as the assistant principal, and I look forward to working with you all in this very unique and different school year.
Hi, my name is Ashley Santiago. I'm sorry, I tried to make it home in time for curriculum night and I'm 5 minutes away. I didn't quite make it, but your children probably know me as Ashley Carba, but over quarantine, I did something crazy and got married. So I am Ashley Santiago, and I'm the assistant principal for math and science. This is my 11th year at Inwood Academy, which means I started the school in oh my gosh, I can't do math, and I'm in charge of the math department. Anyway, I think 2010. I helped start the school, but we're so excited. Even though this is a weird year, your children have great teachers this year, and I know you're going to be happy with the teaching they're getting. And please reach out if you have any questions, especially pertaining to math and science. But if you have any questions about anything else, don't hesitate to reach out. We're looking forward to working with your children this year.
I'm not sure if Miss West is able to join us quite yet. She was having, she was working with her children, and she will be with us shortly, but she may not be with us right at this minute. So I am going to introduce her and Ms. Besserell. Ms. West is the Assistant Principal for Academic Interventions, and she works with students with special education and English as a new language. Those of you who are going to be joining us tomorrow night to talk about students with IEPs, you'll see Ms. West there again. And she's in her 11th year at Inwood Academy. Her contact information is there and is more than happy to help you with any questions that you have. Also is Ms. Besserell, who is our IEP coordinator. Luce organizes all of the IEP meetings and facilitates communication between the school and home and the Committee on Special Education for the Department of Education. This is her 9th year at IAL, and that's her contact information, and you'll be able to meet her as well.
Hello, good evening, parents. My name is Catherine Jaworski, and you may recognize me as your child's fifth grade ELA teacher from a few years ago. This year, I'm stepping into a new role as our literacy director. So I will be overseeing our reading and literacy curriculum. This is my fourth year at IAL. So if you have any questions about what's going on in your child's literacy class, please feel free to reach out to me. My email is there. And also on the next slide, I'll be providing you some resources to read with your children during this time. If your child is a returning student to IAL, they already have access to the Open eBooks app, which allows them to read thousands of books through a free app. If you need a reminder of the login information, or if you're a new student, please feel free to reach out to me and I can provide the login information. You can also sign up for yourself for a New York City Public Library card and download their free app as well, called the Simply E app. We will also be utilizing Epic School, which is available Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the information for that will be provided through their Literacy Google Classroom. And if you would like to access Epic after 4 p.m., it is available. You just have to sign up. So if you are interested in that, please email me and I can give you the sign up information for that as well.
Good evening, parents. My name is Ms. Martinez. I am the Director of School Culture and oversee our student support team, which is composed of our deans and school social workers. This is my 6th year at IAL. I began at IAL as a dean myself. That is my contact information there. You can also follow me on Instagram, miss.martinez_IAL, where I post information that's necessary for your children, yourself. You'll see events on there and or daily tips on how to properly do remote learning during this time. This flyer that you see on the slide is a virtual talent show that we will begin promoting next week. So because you are here today, you are being told about it first so you can start preparing for it. The winning person will, the winning student and or family will receive a $50 gift card. So basically you just have to submit a video with your talent that relates to your culture. That is the key part because we are trying to celebrate culture this month. And yeah, good luck. Have a good one.
Good evening. My name is Justin Hornado. I'm the 7th and 8th grade dean. I work very closely with the student support team and the teachers and administration to help support your students through any obstacles they may be facing. I've been in Henry Academy for 9 years, and this is my 4th year in this role. And my contact information is on the screen. And I'm going to hand it over to Giselle, who's going to share some tips on things that you can help your children with at home.
Hello, my name is Giselle Tejada. I'm the 8th grade social worker at the middle school. I also work, as Justin mentioned, with him closely and also admin in order to support our students social emotionally and teachers as well. My contact information is on the slide, and just wanted to give you guys some tips on how you could support your child at home during remote learning. One of the main things is maintaining structure, helping them create a schedule and routines that they could stick by, making sure that they have a balanced diet and that they have appropriate hours to sleep and they go to bed at appropriate times so they're ready for their remote learning. Also be aware of any changes in their behavior. If your child is usually happy and all of a sudden their behavior changes, that they isolate themselves, they're sad, those are red flags that you should be aware of. Also normalizing discussing their feelings. These are very different times, so they might get frustrated very easily. So normalizing the ability for them to talk about their feelings, their frustrations, or any concerns that they may have. I would also suggest praising your child, and not only when they complete their academic work, but any chores that they may do at home. That will definitely help them as well. And finally, encourage your child to advocate for themselves if they have any questions or concerns regarding their academics, to reach out to their teachers. I look forward to working with you guys this year.
Hello, parents and families. My name is Sandy Trinidad. I'm one of the algebra teachers for the 8th graders. This is my 3rd year here in IAL teaching algebra. I have a background in mathematics and education, so I do love math. I'm also, just a little fun fact, I'm an Inwood neighbor, so some of you guys might see me in the supermarket or just walking to the park or somewhere around the neighborhood. To contact me, there's my cell phone number. It's probably the easiest and fastest way for you to get a response. But you also have my email there in case you can't reach me through phone.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Mejia. I am another algebra teacher. This is my 7th year at IAL, and I've been teaching math all the years I've been here in different roles. My background is in economics and special education, even though I don't live in the neighborhood anymore, which is sad, but I was raised in Inwood, and I'm able to just walk around with my eyes closed and know where everything is. If you have any questions or need any assistance with anything, you can call me or text me at that number, and then also you can see my email. You can send me an email at any time.
So when we begin algebra, just a little bit of what we're doing in our first unit. We call it Unit 0. It's not our first unit because it's kind of like a review of everything that they've learned through 6th and 8th grade math topics, just different topics that they should have mastered before diving into the more challenging topics of algebra. So we'll be doing a lot of stuff with evaluating expressions, which is what they're currently working on right now, as well as solving just simple equations till we get to the harder ones once we get into our first real unit of algebra.
So as you guys may know, algebra is pretty tough, especially for students that are coming into the 8th grade and didn't get the 8th grade curriculum. So how do you help your students at home? You can monitor the students every day and making sure they're completing their assignments on Google Classroom. Make sure they have something to write on. They're going to be required to submit pictures of their work. So if they have a notebook or a piece or paper with the writing utensil, that will be great. And encourage them to join us for tutoring, which is Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays from 3 to 4. And practice, practice, practice. There's so many things out there that they're able to use, and many programs that will help them get better in algebra.
Hi, I'm Mr. J. I am one of the 2 8th grade ELA teachers here. This is my 6th year at Inwood and my 3rd year on the 8th grade team. If you have an older sibling, I might have taught them social studies or ELA. Yeah.
My name is Miss Matsushita. This is my 2nd year at Inwood Academy. I teach English language arts also, and I also teach a new literacy class called Just Words. So some of your students might be taking that with me as well. And yeah, my background is also in special education as well.
So for our first unit in ELA this year, we're using the book The Outsiders, as we have in the past, and we will be exploring identity as we read the book, thinking about big questions like how people's past experiences impact who they are as people, and these questions of stereotypes and prejudice and how they influence how we see ourselves and others. These kinds of big questions are the lenses through which we'll be reading.
So some ways to support your student besides, making sure that they have everything they need to get online for live lessons and complete their daily assignments is definitely to encourage them to read outside of their assigned reading. So this can be audiobooks, magazines, newspaper articles. Some kids really love like manga. It's whatever it is great. So we're just trying to encourage that reading out like outside of class, and also just encouraging you to work on vocabulary with them. And so you can maybe do a word of the day at home. That kind of thing is really helpful and supportive to what we're doing in the classroom.
Hello, parents. My name is Ms. Lopez, and I'm the 8th grade 12 to 1 teacher for 801. This is my 11th year at Inwood. I am a wife, a mother, and a teacher, so I totally understand what it feels to be a parent of 2 children, 1 in 6 and 1 in high school, and do remote learning at this time. So I totally understand, and we're here to help you. And I'm so privileged to be once again with my 8th graders. Yay! Our first unit is A Long Walk to Water. We're going to be reading this book, and it's by Linda Sue Park. The essential question that I am going to be asking during this unit is, how do individuals survive in challenging environments? And it relates to COVID. This is definitely a challenging time right now that we're facing. If you have any questions, just please email me or text me. I always around. Most of your parents know I'm in constant contact with you. You can text me, or you can even message me in class dojo. So have a good day and welcome this year. I'm so glad to be with your kids.
Hi everyone, my name is Ms. Green. I'll be teaching your child literacy this year. I received my bachelor's degree in English at Montclair State University, and then I actually received my master's degree this year from Relay Grad School of Education. This is my 3rd year teaching, but my 1st year at IAL, so I am new to the family. For our first unit, we're going to be focusing on narrative writing, and so far it's been really great getting to know your children through their writing. And how you can help your children at home. I strongly encourage reading for fun, just like the ELA teachers. I think that when students are exposed to strong writing, that helps them to just mimic the writing styles of other authors until they can sort of craft their, create their own voice. So yeah, it's been great getting to know your children. And you can reach out to me on Class Dojo. I didn't add my email address, but it is anijeh.green@ialcs.org, which is probably a lot to remember. But if anything, Class Dojo, I'm always available through there.
Hi, everyone. So I am actually Karina West. I'm sorry that I didn't get a chance to introduce myself earlier. I'm the Assistant Principal of Academic Interventions, and I work very closely with Miss Jessica Hernandez, who unfortunately can't be here tonight. Jessica is our English as a second language teacher. She was born and raised in New York City, and although she's been teaching for 11 years, this is her 6th year at Inwood Academy. She actually taught many of your students last year when they were in 7th grade, and I know she is so excited to have the chance to work with them again this year. She really works with them strongly on their spelling and vocabulary skills. And her tip for you as parents to help strengthen their fluency is, as much as possible, take opportunities to read to them in their native language, in your native language, because even just hearing, good literature or an interesting article and being able to discuss that, whether it's in English or in Spanish, can really help strengthen their communication and their reading skills. Her contact information is down below, and I know that she loves hearing from parents, so please reach out to her if you have any questions.
Hi, everyone. I am Miss Guardamino, or Miss G, as the kids call me. I teach social studies at IAL. I've been a part of the IAL family for about 4 years now, and I've received my bachelor's in history and education from Rampo College, and I'm currently working towards my master in TESOL. Our first unit is a review from last year. It is called Manifest Destiny, and the essential question that we are exploring is, does America have the right to expand, and how did expansion affect people within the United States? So basically, history repeats itself. You know, we learn from history. The students explore events that took place in the past, how America formed, how it came to be the country that they're living in now, and how certain groups of people were affected along the way, positively and negatively, and how it affects how people interact today. Things that you can do to help your child at home. I strongly encourage them to come to tutoring. Please make sure that they read the comment section for all of their assignments. I'm always addressing things with them there. And if they could watch or read different news outlets, compare stories, perspective changes history, and I want them to understand that history is told between multiple perspectives. So yeah, you can reach me through Class Dojo, or you can send me an email at haiti.guardamino@ialcs.org.
Hey guys, I'm Miss Senga. I teach 8th grade science here at Inwood Academy. It's my 12th year of teaching middle school science and my 8th year here at IAL specifically. I, like a lot of the other teachers, have taught a lot of your other students and children as well. Some of you already follow me on Instagram at miss.sengasays, but feel free to join me on there if you'd like. And I work with Miss Frias, who couldn't be here today, but she is in her 2nd year of working with me as the science TA, and she's really looking forward to working with your students this year as well. So in Unit 1, we're going to be thinking about the following question while we study the relationship between the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon. What would happen to Earth if the Moon disappeared? This is like a common trend in science fiction, movies, and TV shows, but what part of it is science and what part of it is the fiction? We're going to be figuring that out. So one of the ways that you can help your child this year is by encouraging them to spend some time outside in nature, and then ask them questions about what they observe. Kids are naturally very curious, so the more that you can encourage that curiosity, the better. I know that it's starting to get cold outside, but outside time at a park is good for your body, good for your brain. So definitely encourage your kids to get outside and keep your mask on and stay away from other people. You can also help by monitoring their sleep schedule. Like Ms. Tejada said earlier, if a brain is tired, it has a really hard time learning and retaining new information. So that could help us out a lot, and will help you out as well because their moods will be better. If you need to reach me or Ms. Frias, our emails are at the bottom, and of course you can meet us on Class Dojo anytime. Looking forward to the year with you.
Hi parents, I'm Miss Meddy. I've been at Inwood Academy this is starting my 9th year. Yes, 9th year. So I've probably taught other students or your kids if you have older siblings. And I teach art. For art, our first unit and a lot of our units are going to be thematic based. So students are going to create an artwork based upon an assigned theme. Students have a choice of materials based on what they have access to at home. So some of those artworks might be digital, others might have access to paint, pencil, or even making your own clay. I want them to have a chance to be creative and express themselves through this challenging time. I do want to make sure for helping students that they're logging in 2 times weekly on Thursdays and Tuesdays to the live Zoom classes. And that is how they will be graded for the class as well. So you can help them by encouraging them to participate in the live classes. To reach me, you can do Dojo, or my email address is at the top of the slide. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. I am Miss Santana, and I am the health teacher, and I also support PE. So if you see my face during live PE classes, that's me trying to help out. About myself, I'm Dominican. I'm a kid at heart, as you can see in that picture. My background is in medicine. I've been teaching for 20 years, even though I'm only 25. I've been teaching in Inwood for 6 years, which has been great fun with the kids. Our first unit is focused on mental health. I think that during this difficult time, it's very important that our students are able to express how they feel and how they're dealing with all this new norm in the world. If you want to contact me, all you have to do is shoot me an email or Class Dojo, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Have a great evening. Bye.
Hey everybody, my name is Carson Niehoff. I am one of the physical education teachers here at Inwood Academy. This is actually my 8th year here teaching at IAL. All that we ask from your end is just to help encourage and motivate your child to do the Zoom workouts. I'm sure some of you have seen your child doing some crazy workouts in the living room and whatnot. That's pretty much them in PE class for a half hour. So a lot of them are not really comfortable yet in working out in front of the camera, which is completely fine. But we just ask that you encourage them to, do the workouts and participate each and every day because this is all we got right now. So I really look forward to working with your kid throughout the school year. And if you have any questions or concerns, my contact information is right there on the slide for you. Have a good day.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Christina Solano. I work with our students who receive speech and language services. I have been a speech language pathologist for 11 years, and I've been at Inwood Academy for about 6 years. My main focus for our speech sessions during remote learning is just to support your children either in their live classes or in our usually second session of the week, just helping them with those Google Classroom assignments or any other questions they may have. Ways that you can help them at home is just encourage them, give them reminders, set alarms for their schedule, just to really encourage them to join those live classes and join their speech sessions, and of course all of their other sessions throughout the day. Most of you know me. Most of you, you all should have my cell phone number, and we've already been in contact. My email is also on the screen. You can contact me anytime. I've had most of the 8th graders since they were in 5th grade. I've been lucky enough to work with them since they were in 5th. So contact me, reach out anytime. I love working with your children. Have a good night.
Hello again. I just want to take one more opportunity to give you a little bit more information about that great program that Ms. Matsushita shared with you earlier. So she, along with Mrs. Hernandez, are teaching some of your students a special reading program in their literacy class. You may have gotten a message through Class Dojo if you're already subscribed, or through your phone number if we have it on file about this, because your student did receive a brand new schedule at the end of last week that includes this new class. If you're not sure whether your child is enrolled, please just reach out to the school and we'll let you know all the details, because in addition to that new schedule, they're going to have some materials that they need to pick up at the school starting tomorrow or next week if you need a little bit more time to make arrangements to get those. So in this Just Words literacy program, students are going to improve their reading fluency by really working on spelling and decoding words by learning how you can break the words apart into smaller sections and figuring out the meaning of each of those parts in order to go back and determine the whole. We're really excited about this opportunity for your students this year, And like I said, if you have any questions about their schedule or their materials, just reach out. Thank you.
Hello again. I just want to briefly recognize your children. They are now in 8th grade, and this is their last year in middle school. And I am the person responsible for typically preparing for all of the end of year events and letting you know what those will be like. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we don't know what that is going to look like right now. Just know that any information or any plans that I make, I will keep parents posted. We are going to continue a tradition that I began with our 8th graders in getting them customized 8th grade shirts that are from IAL that they can wear forever, not just as uniform. But I just wanted to let you all know that I am thinking about celebrating them, and I am excited to doing that in whichever way possible.
And then the last thing we wanted to talk about was just, if you have not yet joined Class Dojo, please do so. We are able to very easily communicate to you when students, when there's something special going on or there's an announcement. We can also talk to you if student work hasn't been completed. You can let us know what's going on at home, and this is just the easiest way for us to be in communication. There's an app on your phone. If you've not downloaded it, please do it. We will be giving this PowerPoint to you. You'll be able to go on and get the code for your class. It has been mailed to you before and you have been invited, so please check your email. Let us know if there's a different contact number so that we can get you hooked up with Class Dojo and be able to communicate with you that way. And thank you so much for being here tonight. Again, this will be made available to you on our website. And anytime you have a question, please reach out to any of us. We love your children. We hope to see them soon. We're excited that some of them are in the building, but any question that you have, please feel free to reach out. And thank you for being here tonight. Good night.